All right, we're here with Kroxa, Historic Brawl. Um, Not heavy on the discard effect, just the irritating value engine that he can be, much like Uro, where you just try to get him into play over and over again, not necessarily put him into the command zone. Maybe just once. I don't know. Probably not though. Uro costs 3, and then it goes up to 5. This dude costs 2, and then goes up to 4. So when he's at 4, you kind of want to just pull him out of the graveyard at that point. Um, Might be a little bit hard to do that. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. You got the usual mana rocks. A little bit more of a early presence on the board. I have a couple 3-drops. I think I even have a couple 1-drops in here. Yeah. Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven. I don't. I don't know if I'll ever see them together, but got my boy Angrath in here. Bullis' Citadel, not trying to make Field of the Dead work. Maybe could even do less of the multicolored lands because we have so many like 1, 2, 3-drops. You really want to make sure you're curving out early, trying to kill your opponent. But we'll see. Cut to Ribbons is another one that's kind of cool. It's basically a Flame Lash or whatever the other one is, the 2-mana one that exiles. And then you got the Ribbon effect, which is kind of like Banefire, except you can also do something with the card in the meantime, unlike Banefire, which is nice. Trying to kill your opponent, that is. I'm also trying to make Phyrexian Obliterator work again. And, where is it? Gray Merchant. I don't know how much this will drain for on average, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Never played it. Don't even think I came close to playing anything like this. So, yeah. Also, like and subscribe. And catch me over at Twitch. I stream around 6 p.m. Eastern, America. I don't think there's another Eastern. I don't think there's another time zone named Eastern. So, I'm sure 99% of the people that watch me are probably American anyways. Though I do get some comments. I get like spam comments, which I'm not going to say count. Like you'll post a video, right? Are we keeping this? We're against Nicol Bolas. Oh, God. Alright, whatever. Like, you'll get a bunch of... Like, I post a video and it gets 2 views instantly. Like, instantly it gets 2 views. And they're, like, bots that instantly comment on a freshly posted video about, like, some sketchy website. Don't really have a 2-drop. Not really. I don't even have a solid... Well, I guess I kind of have an answer to it, but... Nicol Bolas Resolving, that is. I think I'm going to play Woe Strider. I could just play Elspeth's Nightmare to make my opponent discard at some point, but I think I'm better off just doing this now. Enters the... What? Oh, that's spicy. Okay. You got it. Alright, this is good. Stitches Applier pretty much gives Kroxa the ability to do his dirty business here. Milled over Ribbons. The 3/3 does kind of stonewall my attack. So I think I'm going to sacrifice... Yeah, we're going to cast this. Put these on the stack and then take this off. Scry. And here I'm going to put them into the graveyard. Because we're at that point. Valky's good. Valky's slow. Valky might not do anything this game. But it is one of the better cards. But no, I think we're just going to look for lands. We do have a Massacre Worm. I don't know how good it is against this, but... Do I swing with the Woe Strider? I guess. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, right? I can swing with... Yikes. Maybe I shouldn't, because his ability to continuously scry is decent. Right? Like, I can just keep that ability in play. Opponent is also incredibly close. Okay, well, I was going to say incredibly close to just flipping this. That double treasure on a 5-mana 3/3 is extremely strange. Exile top of their library till they exile a non-land card. Alright, let's see if we can kind of mess this up. Do I care about Thoughtseize? Like, no, just let them Thoughtseize me. They'll probably take the one card that's... Let's see, how much... Do we just scoop here? This is at 9. I'm not even close to killing it. No, we scry this at the bottom. I think I need to cast this Feed the Swarm thing. And then I can sacrifice this. Yeah. This doesn't really matter because it's just going to flip. Yeah, no, I think we lose. The Grixis deck just ramped into the moon. And I can't... Like, what am I going to... Alright, yeah, no, whatever. Whatever. There's no doing... There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. They basically played the red equivalent of Hour of Promise, right? They got a 5-mana, get 2 mana sources. Either temporary, and it is only a 3/3, but that's pretty solid. I don't think I've ever seen that card. 5 mana, get 2 treasure tokens. Interesting. I wonder if that's any good in Magda, because I definitely did not have that in my Magda deck. Alright, I'm glad to see a Zakama. I love Zakama. I don't love this hand. I'm already feeling like this deck is missing something very crucial. Like, it's not fast enough, and it doesn't have a good top end, and you can't heavily rely on Kroxa. Also... Also, maybe colorless lands are completely out of the question because Kroxa's mana cost. I didn't really think about that. Alright, I think I'm going to lead with... I don't know. I mean, I can put Mazemind's Tome down. That's not doing much. Let's see. Play this as red. Go get a mana source. Probably a red. I do have a double red. Kroxa's double red. I don't have any double blue. That seems fine. See how slow we can take this. Alright, so we can play... I feel like I want to play as many things as possible. Yeah, we definitely have to drop cards like this. Maybe more graveyard-centric things. Because I am milling myself. Yeah, we're going to go back to the drawing board after this. I think I made this wrong. I don't want to spend an hour losing every game because I designed a deck questionably. This is a good card in this spot. 3 damage to eat. Yeah, let's just run that out. That seems solid. Opponent probably won't block the Stitcher Supplier. I don't think I would. I think it's fine just taking 1. This is not what I would do at all ever. I think it's totally reasonable to just take 1 damage. I think me offering a trade makes it questionable. Maybe I should make Angrath the commander just so I can... Do we need to scry? No, we have a land drop. Yeah, see, our opponent did the same thing we did, except I'm not going to block because I don't care if they... I'm going to take 2. That's fine. I just don't want you to draw a card. Alright, they're going to do it anyways. That's unfortunate. Makes the block more sensible because they were going to do this no matter what. Alright, Temple, Scry. This is a good card, but again, little slow. We're not super far from it, though, so I'm not entirely opposed to it. Well, I mean, Zakama will instantly blow it up in 3 lands. 3 land drops from them. No, I can't kick this. And then I'll just run out Kroxa. I will not put him to the command zone. Opponent discards a Bookworm. Are you serious? Okay. I'll Bookworm. Sure. Alright. I'm gonna just start burning these. Might need the life. It's probably gonna get blown up really fast too once the combo resolves, so I might as well try to do something with it. That doesn't matter, right? That does not matter, no. It means this doesn't do anything, but that's... I don't think I was on that plan. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really matter. I have no way to interact with my graveyard, I don't think. Which is probably wrong. And then I'll play... nothing? Just draw a card here. Maybe I hit a land. Nope. This is a good card. It would have been... I guess it's not good anymore. But it would have been really good. Alright, we got Kroxa in play. Did they manually tap for this? Why? Out of float of red, I guess. I can't kill Zakama in any way, and it can answer... Yeah, no, that was it. I didn't realize I could cast that right now. The Castle Bridge, just let them cast it. Whatever. It's unfortunate there's... I don't think there's any way to get Zakama in play consistently with so many blue decks. Like, you just get your stuff countered and you don't do anything after that. Alright, we're going to drop a lot of the top end and go a little bit lower to the ground. Drop that, drop that. Massacre Worm, Drop this. Bolus the Citadel's alright. If you put your opponent on defense and you have ample life, I think it's decent, but we'll see. Drop Glorybringer. Grey Merchant could probably be something else. And then bring in things that cost 1, 2, or 3. And not really anything else that are also creatures. So we can bring in... Do I like Gutter Bones? Do I like cards like this? I guess. They are annoying for them to deal with. I don't know if this is the kind of deck for it. But I don't know what else I'm bringing in. We're going to try that. Knight of the Ebon Legion. I don't think I like the Blood Artist effect. What does this do? This is the enchantment one? Yeah, we don't want that. The enchantment thing. Pack Rat seems really good. I can put things in my graveyard. Oh, we're definitely not running Tiny Bones. What about you? Bantu. Do I have a way to consistently kill... I do have Witch's Oven. Sacrifice my own creatures, and then he can swing for 4. He also sacrificed things himself. Maybe there's something there. We're going to try... I think we're going to try that. That seems kind of interesting. Maybe Yawgmoth as well would be nice in here. Oh, Midnight Reaper. Right, that's really good. Yeah. Plaguecrafter's another sacrifice effect. That seems fine. Alright, so we're a little bit lower to the ground. Can we get lower? Drop. That doesn't get much lower than that, honestly. Yeah, alright, we'll try that. We're gonna try a lower to the ground approach here. Might even drop some of the 3 mana mana rocks. I just want the Kroxa ability to, like, really put pressure on opponents. When they're drawing multiple cards a turn, this gets very difficult. Okay, this deck doesn't have much in the way of defending itself outside of board wipes. It is 5 color, though. Though. But we have a hand. We have a hand. I'm not a big fan of Valky. The more I'm seeing them, the less I think this is great. The Valky side is not great, and the Tybalt side just costs 7 mana. 2 mana, 2/1. Like, obviously you would prefer this to be like a Dark Confidant or something. Alright, I'm going to play this one. Maybe I should have played a Black Source turn 1. I don't know. I chose not to. Okay, so we're going to play Thoughtseize? I think we're going to Thoughtseize. This kills... Does it kill their commander? It does. Do I care? Is that something we need to do? We have a Plaguecrafter already. Yeah, we have a Plaguecrafter. Expansion, Casualties of War, exchange 2 permanent. Wait, control of 2 permanents is very strange. I think I'm going to take role reversal so they can't exchange their commander. That's very weird. They give you their commander and you can't cast permanents anymore is what I think they're trying to do. We can sort of kill it with normal spells though still, so that's not the most powerful effect. In fact, I could just kill it in response. Maybe I took the wrong card, I don't know. Alright, this is good, this is good. Yeah, we're gonna Plaguecrafter this. I think I'm gonna keep the DRC and get rid of the Plaguecrafter. I don't have any spells in hand, though. Maybe the DRC isn't that good. I just don't have any spells. Like, getting this to... How close were we? We were sort of... Oh, we have Delirium now. We just needed a creature. That's funny. It gave itself Delirium. Well, I guess it wasn't going to do anything now. In fact, it always has to swing, too, so it would have just instantly died. Alright, so I can cast Kroxa, it's not doing much. I want to save this Mana Rock until after Casualties of War, so it only has 2 targets. But I don't know. This isn't looking good. I'm going to put Kroxa in the graveyard, I think. I don't have anything to do next turn, so I could just put him here and then recast him next turn. I think that's fine. We'll just do that. That's fine. Well, I wish I had that eliminate now. Oh, it has vigilance too. Oh. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Doesn't really matter. Ah, they didn't copy it. That's funny. Alright, we can sacrifice our commander now. So we will do that. Play this. Sacrifice him to the old hostile. Wait, what? No. How do I... Oh, a sorcery. Can't do it. Yep, that's a big... Well, I mean, it's not an oops. I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. I'm going to cast Kroxa either way. Nope, you stay in the graveyard this time. And I might as well run out Valky. Maybe they have something in hand that I want to deal with. I seriously doubt it. I doubt they have any permanents, honestly. And then we can not swing, get Kroxa next turn. That's fine. So they can cast their commander next turn. I don't... Okay. Scry 2, draw 2. Okay, they cast Foretell. They needed a blue, so they had to crack the treasure token. But they're probably going to find a land. That's quite likely. Oh, it's also blue. I love how the angel is doing more damage than we are to them. Like, we should always be the one with more life, but nope. We just got completely roadblocked by a 4/4 angel. I feel like I might as well swing out because I have to start doing things or I just lose the game. And the Guardian Idol will die to Casualties of War anyways. I might as well start fueling my graveyard with creatures that are not very useful. Of course. Might as well put them to the command zone because I can recast them, and there's a good chance it's the only thing I'm going to be doing. Should I be sacrificing my stuff to the Hostile Hostel maybe instead? Maybe. It's not doing anything. But Casualties of War is just going to kill it. It's just going to... It's literally going to kill whatever I do. So it doesn't matter. If I start fueling this, it just gets blown up anyways. I'm going to die to this 4/4 Angel, and that is so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Like, it is obviously not what our opponent's primary game plan is, and it is really, really, really stopping us right now. Okay, I found an answer to Casualties of War, but I think it's a little too late. But whatever. Might as well try. Electrolyze. Okay. I'm surprised they did that. I would go face with Electrolyze because those creatures aren't doing anything. It just gets me closer to Kroxa. But I don't think it matters. It probably doesn't matter. Yep, no removal spell. Cool. We literally died to a 4/4 Vigilance. We just full stop died to it. Opponent could... I don't even... Yeah, my opponent could probably do nothing and I died to a 4/4. That is very embarrassing. That is not at all what should have happened. They didn't have a sweeper either. We just completely lost to a 4/4 Vigilance. Lost to a Sarah Angel. Maybe more early removal spells are in order. I can drop these mana rocks on 3. Wow, I can't believe I lost to that. That's so bad. Like, what's the point if you're going to lose to something like that? Toss in some removal spells, I guess. Agonizing Remorse. No, it's already in the deck. We did mill... I mean, yeah, we did mill over an answer to the token. Alright. That seems fine. Power Word Kill. Would not have killed the Angel, funny enough, but it's not always going to be an Angel. Do I like Power Word Kill? I want to keep it at 2 mana. I probably do. Is this any good? 2 creatures, 3 or less from a graveyard battlefield. This probably is decent. Maybe we want that. This isn't good. Like, it just deals 2 damage. I think you have to do things that are a little bit more sticky or reoccurring or something like that than just randomly dealing 2 damage. I'm definitely not going to run Murder. I almost want to run Reassembling Skeleton, so I always have something to sacrifice over and over to a couple of the cards in my deck. This does generate tokens. In that game, I actually could have... I had the time to steal that Angel. But that's not usually going to be the case. I have not been a fan of foul play, honestly, so I'm not going to try that one. Maybe Doomblade. There's not too many black threats. That and white tend to be the least common, at least from what I see. Grasp with Darkness is pretty decent. But so is Cast Down. I think my opinion on Cast Down has somewhat changed. Kills everything except your opponent's commander. You know, if it's a creature, then... if it's a Planeswalker, then it wasn't going to do it anyways. But where is Cast Down? Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. We'll try Cast Down. Just 2 mana removal spell. Maybe a random Thoughtseize effect? No, I think I have them all already. I am a fan of this card. It replaces itself. It makes your opponent discard. It fuels the graveyard. It's not bad. But let's see if there's another sacrifice card that I'm not running that's decent. I already have Village Rites. There's the other Village Rites I'm seeing more and more of. I don't think I own a copy of it. It like gives you a treasure or something. Chainer's Edict, huh? Sacrifice 2 creatures, draw 3 cards. Okay, we're not going to expect that to happen. Deadly Dispute. Wait, isn't that the same as this? No, it's not. Alright, we're going to try Deadly Dispute. Do I want Costly Plunder, I wonder? It lets me sacrifice artifacts too. Maybe it's better than Environmental Sciences, like always. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're getting closer and closer to a better deck here. Because it does not feel like the kind of deck that wants to play a slow game. And I feel like I'm giving my opponents way too much time. Okay, what on earth is this? Blue-red, Rowan, and Will. 1 damage and opponent. Okay, seems very honest. So I don't feel we're super scared of that. Okay, they have a castable card right now. 2 tap lands. Alright, I'll look into the mana base next turn. Next game, I'll look at the mana. Because again, we're not running Field of Dead. I don't think it's super relevant. I have a ton of these dual-colored cards. I feel like we can get away with a lot more basics than I usually run. Because we want the Dreadhorde in play right now, and it's not in play, so that's unfortunate. Opponent just goes right through Rowan. Okay. Each opponent, if you've drawn 3 or more, blah, 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 blah. Emblem is whenever you cast an enemy, make 2, a copy. Okay, so do we want to cast... No, we're going to run this out and poke Rowan, I think. Does this have to hit players? No, it does not have to hit players. Okay, sweet. So we can actually send it this way. I didn't know that. I think every time I've played against this, it's always gone face. Oh, well, I guess nothing matters. Alright, if this was ever a game where Phyrexian Obliterator was good, it is next turn. Oh, they got the lightning bolt, right? They drew 3 or more? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Nope, of course not. Alright, I think we're just going to light up the stage for a land here. Nope, of course not. Well, I'm done. Whatever. I feel like Wizards doesn't want me to ever have a successful Phyrexian Obliterator. Like, ever. Like, no matter what. It just cannot happen. Alright, we're going to look at the mana base now. I'm going to get this right. It's going to happen. I can drop some of these things here, maybe. Fires of Invention, I still like it. I think it's really good. Probably one of the best cards in the deck. Drop Bolus's Citadel. Still going to give Cut to Ribbons a chance here. I'm going to add a land, I guess. I mean, shoot. Drop this tap land, that tap land. And then boop, boop, boop. Drop. I don't want to drop Fabled Passage or Evolving Wilds because it is fuel for the graveyard for Kroxa. Maybe drop the deserts, the cycle lands, because it seems as though you don't ever really cycle them if they're in your opener, right? Which for some reason it's always in my opener. You want to hit your land drops. They're only good like way later when you're done hitting land drops, which in this format it doesn't seem like you get to that point very often. You could probably drop that one too. Alright, so what's the color dispute? Is there more black than red? Probably, yep. Alright, that makes sense. Is that represented in the mana base? 10 and 8. I'm going to drop one of these at another swamp, probably. Crawling Barrens is also questionable. I think I'm going to drop it for a mountain. Alright, let's try that. I added a land, and I made a ton of them untapped. We almost had a that butcher thing get big enough to avoid Anger of the Gods, too, which is funny. I think we still would have been one short. It would have died as a 3/3, because I would have played it one turn earlier. Yeah, it wouldn't have. It also got exiled. Like, they happened to have the exile sweeper, which means I couldn't, like, throw the damage at their planeswalker and finish it off. Alright, a little bit better. Still not enough early things going on. We are against Nicol Bolas, though. We can bedevil it. Oh, this is so close to being kept. I also don't think Angrath is that good in this deck. Or, excuse me, that hand, because it's not going to have any targets on the minus. The plus is alright, but I don't know how long it's going to stay alive against the Grixis deck. Play this. Seems good. Alright, alright. We're doing things here. Don't want to do a turn 2 Kroxa. I would like to have Midnight Reaper in play before I cast Kroxa. Just so I can, like, draw cards. They are the slowest of the Nicol Bolas, so that's nice. Alright, so we actually get to do things here. We're going to play this. We're going to cast this. And I think I'm going to sacrifice it to Costly Plunder. Don't see myself doing anything else. Yeah, for now it's going to the command zone. Alright, that was good. I will cast Light Up the Stage. I don't care if I lose the value. It just gives me more options. I want to spend my mana. I want to keep the pressure going. 2 lands. Alright, so it wasn't great. We did get them out of the way, though. I couldn't have played a land after I cast this, because I obviously needed all the mana to do that. Alright, I'll take a 1-for-1 here. Oh, I guess it's less than a 1-for-1, because we actually still draw a card off of it. Alright, this is good in this spot, because it is a planeswalker that also applies pressure with creatures. So we have a wide range of attacking our opponent. We also got a man land too, which is difficult to deal with somewhat. Make me sacrifice. Okay, that's fine. That is a-okay. Alright, they're going to take the Spawn of Mayhem. Oh, they could take this because it actually kills their commander, but there's going to be a lot of this effect, right? There's probably not a lot of this effect. That does mean they probably don't have a sweeper that they took that creature. Do I have a way to sacrifice Kroxa? No. We're just going to send him to the graveyard after we hit for 4. I guess I could have used the Guardian Idol to swing in 2? I don't know. Opponent's low on card. They have a Mass Manipulation. Wow. That's crazy. We'll play the tapped land. And we will pass. Alright, they're at 17. Land, 1 of your 5, 6, 7, yep. Oh, that was a reason to not play a tap land, honestly. Okay, they got Poop. Nice. They actually got a totally dead card. That's really funny. Alright, Vraska's Contempt is good. I'm going to cast this because I still want to be able to cast Kroxa. I'm probably going to sacrifice it to itself. I think we won a game. I think this is working. Yes! Alright, there we go. There we go. We definitely should have had Murder Strider mana up. I didn't realize. I should have had that up to kill Nicol Bolas instantly. Or something that they steal that's very good. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're on the board. We won a game. We're 1 in 3? 1 in 2? How many games did I lose before I won there? I think 3. I think we're 1 in 3. Okay, we're against the birthing pod thing. That I think is always a combo. You always get something that untaps it, and you go to the next mana over and over until you put into play like Ulamog or something. I don't know. Man, these 5 mana cards, as few as there are, really like to be in my hand. This does somewhat seem like a good Ingrath game. It's just getting there is the problem. I'm not doing anything with this hand in the meantime except casting Kroxa twice. But alright, we'll keep it. Maybe this is a slower matchup. I have some removal spells. No early mana dork, which is really massive. I'm going to just cast this. Probably going to put it to the command zone at least once. At least given this hand. Especially with no means of getting a lot of stuff in my graveyard. This Act of Treason, it dies, right? Yeah, it dies if it's cheap enough. Alright, our opponent didn't do anything. That's interesting. They didn't do anything at all. Okay, they continuously did nothing. Sure. This is very strange. I find this to be a very odd game already. I will absolutely cast Kroxa again. This time he's going to the graveyard. Okay. Sure. I guess there's no difference between casting a removal spell or... Yeah, I don't know. This seems weird. So I cannot block this with 2 or less, which means I pretty much have to kill it. Might as well see the hand. Yeah, neither of these Planeswalkers deal with this, and this very effectively deals with my Planeswalkers, so... Alright, I don't have much in the way of an answer to Elder Gargaroth, so we're gonna not die to that. And then I'm going to kill this. Funny enough, Valky can actually become a Gargaroth if they don't deal with this immediately. And they don't have a way to deal with it right now. I might just do that. They're leaving up a counter spell. For 5? Did I just win? Don't top deck it. Don't do this to me, please. Don't do this. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Get a 3/3 because we're saucing with the damage. No bounce spell out of nowhere. Okay. Whatever. Yes! Yes! Oh, I kind of forgot Valky had the ability to do that. I forgot when I decided to take something. I mean, it was really the only option, but... Nice, dude. Nice. We got under counter spells, too. Nice. Oh, let's open a pack. So we're 2 and 3 now. We're getting back there. We're getting back. We're undoing the damage. I just have to like deck doctor between games though. That's all. Which hey, some people like watching that. You know, what's a deck without an explanation? Just a series of cardboard cards. A series of cardboard and ink. This commander is something I want to play. The Chromium. I really got it the first time I played against Chromium because I didn't realize he had Flash. And they flashed in Chromium and like blocked my thing and I'm like, oh. Okay. Yeah, it's a 7 mana 7/7 Flash. Can't be countered, and you can discard a card to give it evasion. It still dies to sweepers, but the fact that it has Flash is absolutely massive. Probably one of my favorite commanders that I have not played. Alright, we're going in early. Saucing them with the Gutter Bones. They have an Evolving Wilds, and they have the weird D&D one. I don't actually like these cards. It's kind of annoying that the Manlands have this art style, too. Because I'm not good at even keeping track of that, so... Now they're like purple. Very weird. I mean, they do stand out, right? Like, you always look at it when you see it. Oh, great. One of the mana rocks. Not what we want to see here. This cost how much to do its other thing? Spectacles 4. I like my hand, honestly. But I'm not... I like to draw... Or what else does this do? Spectacles... Dark hand draw 3. Enters the battlefield, discard a card, and draw a card. Okay, we're going to discard probably Tectonic Giant. Maybe Solemn Simulacrum. Maybe Chupacabra. I don't know how many creatures they have. This probably makes sense here. We're just going to get rid of that. That makes sense. Look for a tap land. Didn't get it. Alright. Fortunately, there's no Cauldron Familiar, so I'm not going to ping them 20 times. But eventually there will be, I guess. What did they name with this blue? Of course they did. Oh my god, we drew Cauldron Familiar. That is insane. Alright, so we're going to swing. They can't even stop it because I can sacrifice any creature. We actually got it. Wow. Okay, you can counter this. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine. At that point, they just want to use their mana, right? Do I sacrifice Kroxa in response? Because I don't want to lose the... We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're just going to do this. That's fine. Because if I lose this food token and the... Which is, like, if I lose everything right now, it could be very bad. What was the next card they got rid of? Oh, I get 2 food because Kroxa's a thick boy. I forgot about that. They got rid of a Disdainful Stroke. Alright. Well, little do they know it wasn't going to do anything. Alright, we got the engine online. That is unbelievable. Man, historic Brawl decks are like disturbingly consistent. It's almost questionable. We don't really have anything else to do. I could just run this out. It's going to get countered, but I don't think I care. If this gets countered, that means something else isn't getting countered. I don't care. Wow, and it's just straight counterspell. Yeah, that's I'd argue we won that favor there. Okay. 5, 6. They're 1 mana away from getting Chromium into play, and then things get a little bit more difficult. Relying heavily on Cauldron Familiar to close the game out. Maybe one more clean attack here is all I need. They don't have double white, so I don't have to worry about Settle the Wreckage. Not that I would play around it anyways. I think here I'm going to play this as a land. Yeah, I think we're going to play this as a land here. Yeah, because it makes it even more difficult for them to do anything. Alright, they have Chromium. But they're at 5. Okay, they're off of Chromium. They're doing something else. That's fine. Sacrifice that. Doesn't really matter. Gutter Bones goes in my hand if my opponent lost life this turn. So what I can do is return it immediately, because Cauldron Familiar triggers it. I think, right? It doesn't have to be a sorcery, right? Man, we got, like, the penultimate hand to deal with this. This is amazing. Right? Can I do this now? Oh. No. It literally says only during your turn on the card. Alright, so I don't know how to read. Alright, they're very close to dying. So I'm going to play... This can't attack. If it attacks or gets targeted, they instantly die. That's probably better than anything else. They have Disallow. Alright, so nothing mattered. It's just them versus Cauldron Familiar. Alright, well, they have nothing in hand. They can go for Chromium. This does mean they have no counterspell, and they're just instantly dead to Kroxa. So we won. I just cast Kroxa. They can't discard a card to it. And the last card was a land anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whoop. Three. Oh, we're turning this around. I can't believe we got the combo. That's crazy. Cauldron Familiar, dude. They could not answer it. It's a hard thing to deal with, especially in a spot like that, right? It's almost impossible. They have to have, like... With the second food, means they have to exile it from the board, while at the same time I'm not able to sacrifice it, because if I do sacrifice it, I can just put it right back into play with the second food token. So, like, it's almost impossible for them to deal with it. They have to deal with the Witch's Cauldron, which is more difficult than dealing with the creature, because it's an artifact. Alright, 3 and 3. Nice. Nice. Alright, double red and a colorless with not really much going into play. Judith is another commander I'm interested in playing. just to see what the deck would look like. To be honest, I'm not interested in the deck type. I just want to see what the deck would look like, you know, the 99. Because I think this deck would want to be close to whatever that list is, and it is not close to it at all. Kroxa is more of a thing you do once your opponent, like your opponent keeps dealing with stuff you're doing, and you just have Kroxa sitting there continuously like disturbing them. This is probably a hand I want to put Kroxa to the command zone, I'd say. So the Gitrog monster. I've only played against this a couple times. Terramorphic Expanse, okay. Oof, really have nothing to do this turn? That is very bad. Hand isn't abysmal though, but we are against black-green, which is not... Against anything green, really, you don't want to continuously do nothing. And they have black to back it up, so I don't have a lot that will turn the game around, because they have removal spells. I cannot answer that in any way. I did not draw a land. I am not going to continue this game. That's unfortunate. They're going to draw more cards than us, and we're out. That sucks. I feel like Phyrexian Obliterate is just a curse. I should never have it in my hand. Every time I do, I don't win. Alright, 3 and 4. I guess it was a questionable keep, honestly. Maybe it was. Okay, mono red seems like a good matchup. There's like 2 mono red sweepers. Again, dude, these guys won't leave me alone. Look at, they come in pairs too. No, go away. Alright, this is probably good. I don't know. If I get hit by lightning bolt, I'm going to feel very upset. But I can't do anything about that. So discard a card and then choose 2, play 1 this turn. Okay, no lightning bolt, thank God. We're going to pitch probably Judith. Well, no, let's pitch Twilight Prophet? No, I don't even want to do that. Plaguecrafter? Yeah. Land, please? Alright, we got a land, so we can put something else into play right now. Probably this. This just gives me ample gas against our opponent. They are mono red, so we did kind of put ourselves in a clock here. But I think that's fine. Mono red. Not much in the way of drawing cards. Oh, they found a way to do it. I guess card advantage is out of the question, though. Blazing Volley in Ujin? What on earth? Okay, so... I think I'm just going to run out Twilight Prophet. Seems like a stone wall for the opponent. And I'll just pass. Yeah. So, what does this have to do to flip? 4 more instants or sorceries? Alright. 4 mana Chandra. Of course. It happens to do 4 damage, because of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Alright, well, guess I gotta deal with that. I'm gonna get rid of probably Heartless Act. No, we're just gonna pass. I don't feel like doing that. Alright, land. Mana Rock is good. Vraska's Contempt is probably necessary right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna Mana Rock Contempt. That's really annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. But not much I can do about it. And pass. How many cards we got in your graveyard? 3? Alright, that Chandra is not very scary. It just makes, what, like 2 1/1s that attack or something like that? Or you can flash back a spell, which I don't think they have done any of that. Yeah, they haven't. Alright, that's a fine one. We're not upset to see this. If they have Shock, I wonder if I block this. I think I'm blocking it no matter what. Like, you have Shock, cool story. I'm not going to do anything about that. Alright, so we run this out, we run this out, we run this out, and we pass, because we can't do anything else. They play land. Okay, this kills their Pyromancer. Does it it's a -3, right? Not a minus whatever. Do I block this? Probably should, right? Probably, yeah. It's gonna die anyways. I can ping Chandra? Doesn't seem like it does anything worthwhile, though. Might as well ping an Elemental. Yep. Alright, a little too late for that. I can't believe this is happening. We're just getting destroyed by these cards. I can flash this back and hope they have no answer, I guess? I don't know. Decline. Ping here. Pretty much have to swing at this Chandra. What does this Chandra do? Exile, so it can exile Kroxa with a -7. I might as well force them to do that, right? Might as well. Make them discard at the same time. They got rid of Shatterskull Smashing. Okay. Play a land. I wonder if they even care about Croc. Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense too. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't see why you wouldn't do this. So I'll put it to the command zone. Otherwise, I think it stays exiled, which is not what we want to have happen. So, like, we have to put it here. Okay. I think this is totally fine. It does somewhat reset their Chandra when they get to cast it again, but I think that's fine. I just need to not deal with it. Surprised they let us do that. So what does this do when they flash? It's Holly? What? Okay. I guess we're glad to see that because we actually can deal with it. They have no cards in hand, unfortunately. Alright, definitely need a black source here. Boop. And then we can play this and removal spell, which we are going to do. I guess I'll do this first, doesn't matter. Whatever. Force a habit. So we destroy target regional counters and this. That is a funny one. Opponent's got some cool cards in their deck. We're kind of back in this. If I can kill this Chandra, I'm happy. If they draw a land, they can recast their Chandra, which means... What does that mean? Oh, they can Blazing Volley. Oh, okay, so they can actually kill our dudes. But it does put this Chandra to 1. I think that's fine. Maybe there's an argument to put this into play in that case, but I didn't. Alright, well, they just slow rolled a land. I don't know why they wouldn't do this. It's the only reasonable play. If I block... I don't know, should I block? I don't think I'm going to block. Because I can't really use this ability. Like, well, if I kind of have to force them to plus their Chandra so it doesn't just kill me. It's another card to the graveyard too, which at this point I kind of need to have happen. That's fine. It just forces them to minus their Chandra instead of plus. Pretty sure this is the most straightforward -3 in history of Magic the Gathering. I don't think you ever plus. There you go. Alright. Davriel, you're extremely late, because of course you are. So I don't think I can get Kroxa to work right now. So we're just going to put him into the graveyard. Decline. Play you. Do I play this or this? This is a creature that applies pressure to their stuff. I think I'm going to play this. Davriel dealing 2 damage seems disturbingly irrelevant, if I do say so myself. We have 5 cards. Can sacrifice Cauldron Familiar whenever we choose. Yep. But they can just Chandra -6 again on Kroxa because this stupid Planeswalker I am not able to answer. Well, I really need them to just not draw anything for a turn. I'm just going to block. I really need them to not draw anything. Exile this from your graveyard, get 2 1/1s, sure. As an instant, right? You can just whenever. Yep, so they're going to endlessly block. I think we're just going to die. I literally can't do anything. Might as well start here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No more Cauldron Familiar, but I think we're way past that anyways. I can cast Davriel. And then I have Deadly Dispute. So I can sacrifice Kroxa in response to them doing something about it. Opponent did get insane value from some of their red cards, unfortunately. Oh, they don't go for the kill Kroxa strategy this turn. Interesting. So they're just trying to kill me now. That's probably fair. They plussed so I can block now. If they didn't plus pre-combat, I don't think I could block. But now I know they can't minus their Chandra, so... Okay, can we do anything right now that's worth doing? I guess I can sacrifice this Guardian Idol. Might as well, I guess. Oh, I didn't even have to make it a creature. This can sacrifice artifacts. That's kind of funny. Alright, they drew an instant. At least it seems like they drew an instant. I don't know what it could be. I'm sure we'll find out the hard way. We have, what, like 3 or 2 turns left before we're just completely dead? They have to cast the card they drew before Kroxa swings, otherwise it just gets discarded. And of course, we drew an answer to their thing, which is a day late and $1 short. I could just do this right now, prevent them from doing it in combat, but I also don't think it matters, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, it was a 1 damage to creatures. Okay, it was totally useless. Alright, so I can swing, doesn't do anything really. Maybe there's an avenue where this is good enough. So they have 6, 7, 8. They have 9 mana. 1 more mana and they can recast Chandra. No, we're just gonna... I mean, I literally have to do this. I have to do this. It's going to kill me if I do not do that. And then I swing at their other one. Season's Pyromancer just drew... The tokens just got in the way so bad. That's just crazy. At least I stopped them from swinging, but I am pretty much dead. Actually, I think I am stone dead to a land from the opponent. I think I'm dead to a land here. Is there anything I can draw right now that makes me not dead? I'm curious and would like to find out. Maybe a Cauldron Familiar gaining 1 life? That is not what we drew. We did draw this. I guess I can kill that other token. It's not doing anything, but fine. It puts 2 blockers in play as well, so their haste things can't hit me. Hit me? I don't know. This does not feel good, though. We were basically 1 turn off from killing them. What does that do? Yep, whatever. Yep, we were literally 1 turn from winning the game. 6, 7, 8, 9. We could have won next turn. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 1 turn off. That's so unfortunate. Was there a way to not die? I don't know. Maybe cast... No, I really don't think so. I had to use Murderous Rider. I had to use it the way I did. Otherwise, I was dead anyways. Yeah. It was really the inability to deal with those tokens. Man, that was really close, though. It was funny, they ran out of Tali, and it was like their biggest, most grand card was like the most useless one. Just a 6-mana dragon, or dinosaur, or whatever. I just died to like a 2-mana spell and didn't do anything. It's kind of funny. Like, Young Pyromancer was 6 times better, and it cost half the mana. It also let them discard useless cards. They pitched 2 dead cards for 2 somewhat relevant, more relevant cards. Like if they didn't have... Yeah, the Young Pyromancer just literally did everything ever for them. I want to keep this just on the basis of Midnight Reaper. We yet again have Angrath in hand. Oh my god, this card won't leave me alone. It's begging to be played, but I just never have a hand for it. I think I need 3 lands, though. Alright, this is better. Alright, that's a good draw. Probably going to lead with Woe Strider. Unless they play something, I will absolutely Angrath Rampage it. And I'm pretty sure they have a lot of mana dorks. One would hope. Okay, it's a Growth Spiral. It is the best counter to what we can do. We're going to cast this then. Yep. We have Active Treason. Maybe I can surprise kill them. Do I put Kroxa in the graveyard? I don't think so. I think right now he's fine going back to the command zone. Can't really go there 3 times, but twice seems alright. Don't have a explosive vegetation, please? Okay, that's the least threatening one, in my opinion. But it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to kill it, because they're going to cast something else next to it. Oh, well, there goes the Angrath Rampage. Alright, opponents played around this card extremely well. Had a Growth Spiral, and then Elvis Rejuvenator. So this is not going to do anything at all. At this point, I don't see a reason to even kill the Cobra. Probably just going to go for Woe Strider. It could run out Bontu. Is Bontu any good here? Doesn't seem like it is. This is probably just better. Opponent doesn't have any cards in hand, so maybe we can just prevent them from drawing a bajillion cards with their commander. A 1-for-1 game is not a bad spot to be in for us. We also really want to hit a couple more lands. Crucible of Worlds. Okay. They have not shown a Evolving Wilds or anything like that yet. And it turns this back on, which is really good. I think I'm going to sacrifice the goat to look for a land. Just going to do it now. Hey, alright. We're probably not going to make contact with the face, so I probably won't spectacle the Spawn of Mayhem. I think I'm still going to swing, and they probably will just take it. They could chump with the Rejuvenator, it's not like that's doing much, but I don't think they will. They're literally down to trade. That is very strange to me. I think that's fine. Like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm going to spectacle this Spawn of Mayhem. Ooh, no, you know what's probably better is to make them discard the last card in hand with Kroxa. That's probably better. Fortunately, I cannot do it with Angrath, but yeah, we're just going to make them discard that last card. If it's a land, they get it with Crucible, but I mean, if it's not a land, then yeah, it was a really good card. Nice. So this goes to the graveyard now. I'm not going to redo it. Please do not have a land in hand. Don't have a land. Don't draw a land. Of course, drew a land. Why wouldn't you? Okay, they didn't draw anything on the back of that. So I can I can Steel Tatyova. Do I want to do that? Do I want to Steel Tatyova with Active Treason? Angrath is almost online here. It's not doing anything anymore, but also this is going to come back more than once. No, we're definitely gonna Active Treason here. We're gonna Active Treason. Oh, I played the land first, so I don't get the Tatyova trigger. God, it was so obvious, Lamont. It was so obvious. Oh, it was so obvious. Whatever. Leave it to me, dude. Leave it to me. That is so frustrating. I did that. I cannot believe I did that. All right, so we're gonna take a look-see poo here on the top of our deck. Don't know if I'm going to keep a land. I kind of want some other things going on. They sacrificed that, so they don't want that to happen, I guess. It's mana. Alright, so I kind of want to kill that artifact at this point. Seems good, because if they do ever draw sacrifice an artifact, if they ever do draw Evolving Wilds or Fabled Passage, they actually get to spam it. And Tatyova in play means that's a lot of cards. Our opponent would have been drawing so dead if it wasn't for Tatyova. That's unfortunate. I wonder if they block. Please swing and not block. It'd make me a very happy person if they did that. Yep, swing. Okay, no, they decide to now not do that, sure. That does unfortunately mean I have to use double removal spell now, and I cannot Spectacle. I pretty much am always going to kill Tatyova. Remember, Angrath can Active Treason anything, so I can steal something bigger. He just kills it himself if it's 3 or less mana cost. If they play a giant thing, I can steal that. Ooh, that's a good target to steal, actually. That's pretty solid. I like that. Does Angrath instantly die if he does it? He does. That's very annoying. That means I can't really swing on the Will Strider. They also have a Crawling Barrens to be mindful of. I have 5 cards in the graveyard. Kroxa's getting a little close here. That's a pretty decent card. Get a mana, get a land out of your deck, draw 2 later. Pretty solid. Think we're going to Active Treason this Solemn Simulacrum. Opponent's saucing me with the 1/1, but no, that makes sense because I'm probably not going to block. Ooh, I can steal that now. Ah, but I can't steal it before Angrath. I swear, everything ever is preventing me from... I really want to take this, though. I feel like I almost have to take that with this Cling to Dust. Yeah, we pretty much have to do this. I don't want my punch-on cards. Kind of unfortunate. Okay, oh, alright, alright. Took a gamble and it paid off. We now do not have to worry about that. We can actually still play something here. I guess we always had Kroxa still, but no, we're going to now get rid of this Simulacrum. We've got Angrath in play. Alright, so we can swing with it. Not going to swing with the Will Strider. I'd like to defend Angrath here. Make sure I sacrifice this. Yep. Ooh, what does that do for us? What do we have in the graveyard? Only one creature. Bontu doesn't exactly die. I can flash back Kroxa with it. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. I like that. Alright, so now they can cast Tatyova. Oh, they're scrying on their upkeep, so no Tatyova. Can still activate Crawling Barrens and guarantee kill my Angrath. They found a card worth keeping. I'm very curious what it is. Abundant Harvest. I guess that is better than a random card here into something that's not very scary. Okay, that's fine. So, how does this work? Can attack blocking, creature die. Alright. So it can keep blocking. Please fire up the... Alright, no Crawling Barrens, because I would really want to trade with it. Cut to Ribbons can't do anything about it. I can cut this, I guess. I can prevent them from continuously gaining life. Alright. We're saucing them with the Angrath activations. Give them the old Beasley's barbecue sauce, dude. So I could run out Kroxa, put them to 9. This does have flying, though. Probably a little bit better. It also lets me cast something else at the same time. Just put more things into play. That seems fine. Kroxa full stops their attacks, though. Yeah, we're just going to do that. This just stops everything they're going to do ever. I lose my Cling to Dust, but I don't think I care about that. So I kind of want to cut to Ribbons their commander, but I'm not opposed to cut to Ribbons the Gilded Goose either, to get a blocker out of the way. Seems fine. It also goes into the graveyard now, and it gets more difficult. Yeah, we're going to do that. That makes sense. They make a food token. I don't care. Ribbons is close to killing them. Yep, that's fine. Right? Like, we're kind of... So we can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have to crack at least one food or Tatyova land to stay alive. Put 2 cards at the bottom. Draw. They're off of Tatyova now, but they can gain a bunch of life. So they're not just dead. They have to play what they draw instantly. What up, light blurred? Blurp, blurp. Alright, we won. So, I don't know what they had in hand. It was probably, more often than not something very relevant. Using this as a blocker becomes a 2/2, right, the first time? Yeah. They can activate that for 4 mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they have 2 left over to crack 1 food token. They take 2. If this card is a... Actually, what do I do first? I guess I Angrath it away, right? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. They Angrath it away, and then Kroxa always makes them lose 3 life. And then we can Ribbons them for 4. If we drew a land, it'd be 5. Neither of these are getting through. They probably block here and here. Actually, no, it doesn't even make sense to activate this. There's no reason to, so you just sacrifice more of these. So you block there and there. You take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. You gain 1, 2, 3, 4. You can sacrifice all 3 of these so they go up to 9. So they take 9, gain 9. And throughout that entire exchange, they only lose this. And I lose this. I could swing with this, and then they double block it. They take 3, then they go to 6, right? The double block is very good here, actually. I'm not even sure if I'd offer it up. I didn't realize it till right now. That's actually pretty solid. It really depends what I drew. I wish I could see what my next card was. But from that scenario, I suppose I would still always attack just to get these off the board. They still take 3. Yeah, it wasn't looking that good for them, but Kroxa could die there, and then it's just Angrath versus, like, Tatyova, and then every land kind of undoes this, right? They were not in a totally dead-on-board situation, but, I don't know. I'll take a win. I'll take it. So what are we, 4 and 4 or something? What's up? Yeah, we're playing some Kroxa. Yeah, we're 4 and 4. The first half of this was very bad, but we went to the old deck tech there, went to the old deck doctor and kind of made it a little bit less bad. I'll play one more game. Time flies when I'm playing Magic, I swear. Like, it's already been an hour 15. That's crazy. It's cool we got to see Ingrath too. Though he didn't do that much. He was basically just an act of treason. Cauldron Familiar. I can tutor for the other half if I feel like I can just endlessly sauce my opponent with that. I have an Abrade for their commander. Bantu that isn't really doing anything at all. Act of Treason, which doesn't do much at all against their deck. So I guess I'm not keeping that. Oh, God. Alright, fine. I'm gonna leave with this. If I don't draw land in like 2 turns, I'm not gonna play this game. They have a Thoughtseize? Oh, God. I mean, it could literally be anything, but I guess... Okay, it's not a Thoughtseize. It's a Brainstorm? Opt? I don't know. Do I lead with this? Right, I have no way to sacrifice it. Yeah, alright, let's run this out. Do I put it in the graveyard this early? Don't think so. Interestingly, this thing lets you... Okay, it was a Brainstorm, that's fine. That's how your mulligans end up? Yeah. Yeah, if Kroxa dies with this in play, you actually get to exile it and get a 1/1 Kroxa. Because you can let this go to the command zone. It goes to the graveyard, and then it changes zones again, and you can put it to the command zone after that. It's kind of weird, but yeah. So Kroxa enters play with this. It dies. You exile it. You get 2 clauses to redirect this to the command zone. The first one you say no to, so it goes to the graveyard. The second one you say yes to, because it goes to exile from the graveyard. Because you don't want it exiled, obviously. This seems like the best time of all time to run this out. Please don't have a Spell Pierce, thank God. Cast Down. Literally the worst card of all time right now. Very disappointing. So they can cast their boring, stupid commander. It's not boring, it's stupid. I love this commander, but I'm upset that it's good here, because I can't deal with it. Well, we drew Phyrexian Obliterator, which usually means I lose the game. I also can't deal with Cody at all. They have no way to give it to me, though, so it's just going to sit there. Of these cards, I think the scariest one is probably Grim Tutor. I don't really care about Scapeshift. Like, what do you... You're not really a Field of the Dead deck, so you're just getting like 1 zombie a turn. I don't think I care. Extra turns, whatever. I think I'm going to take the best card in their hand, which is also the most uncastable card in their hand. So they can activate this with 4 mana? Yeah. The fact that I couldn't answer Cody probably means I lose. It's 1 of each color. So they can only cast this. They cannot cast the other 2 cards in their hand. Cannot take Time Warp. Yep. That is totally fine. And they can't choose 2 on this, so... And they got an Increasing Vengeance. Can you cast... Wait, what just happened? Okay. Well, that was really good. Wow. If they were ever going to hit something, that's what you'd want to hit. That's kind of unbelievable. Alright, well, I guess I'm doing this. They drew something that's 1 white. They have Swords to Plowshares, maybe? I think it looks like they have Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, I think that's what that was. Alright, this only gets worse and worse from here. I pretty much have to... Okay, we drew the land, so we can... I was going to say I have to find an answer to this immediately, or I'm just dead. Because if they start copying... If they take an extra turn with Cody in play, it's bad news bears. Hopefully they just recast it. I'm sure they think that I have a ton of removal spells and stuff. Yeah, just cycling the Time Warp, that's fine. 0 mana Explore, that's all it is. Alright, they hit 2 cards. The whatchamacallit would have been nice, but no, it's not in play anymore. Alright guys, we're doing it. I don't care. Phyrexian Obliterator. For the love of God, can you do something for once in your life? Please. Just once. Just once. I will never play the card again if it makes my opponent sacrifice a permanent. I will never play it again. Okay, I can somewhat afford to lose Angrath this turn, but I guess I'd rather, just not have that be a thing. I'll just run out this. I think they have a counterspell. In fact, I think it's blatantly obvious they have a counterspell. They'll probably counter anything I do. Okay, no, they didn't. I guess they're not too scared of this card in particular. Spot removals. Okay. Not a counterspell. Maybe they don't run counterspells, actually, because you don't want to ever hit them with this. Ever, ever. Maybe there's something there. D-Spark. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright. They do not know... Do they know about... No, they do not know about Angrath. So they cast their commander and leave up D-Spark for my Nightmare Shepherd. Okay, that is not what they're doing. Oh, what's going on? What the... Oh, Casualties of War. Okay. Wait. What? No, not Casualties of War. I don't... Escape Shift? Okay, so you get a bunch of zombies immediately, but after that it doesn't do that much. Unless there's another thing lands can do that are egregious, but I don't think so. I think it's just Field of the Dead and the World Tree. That's kind of fine, I think. I don't think I care. I can't imagine 7 zombies will kill me. It is possible, but I don't know, we'll see. I mean, even a single blocker is very good against this. There's a removal spell too. I kind of need this in play as a... Ooh, we're going to take some damage here, but... Alright, that's fine. I'm going to run this out just to kind of stonewall some of these. Kill one of them now. Yeah, we can just keep this up. We can block one, take 10. But it's not lethal. Ooh, an extra turn does kill me, though. Okay, that's fine. Our hand wasn't doing anything. I mean, Angrath would have been good to deal with their commander, but, I mean, it's gone now. The other 2 cards are not relevant. Yep. Yep. Of course, why would this be all block trigger? It's only attack. Alright, yeah, I guess we are actually dead now, huh? We block 2 of them, take a bunch, sacrifice... I can get rid of the World Tree, but they have 5... They have 1 of each color no matter what with Cody. I can try to kill Fill the Dead. Doesn't matter. I think we're just screwed now. We have to bank on them having no hand, basically. Pretty much our only bet, right? And we take 4. Take 4. Actually, we're dead if they swing with Cody, but something's telling me they're not going to do that. Because no one ever... I'm literally dead if they swing all out. Because I take 5, and then I lose to Phyrexian Arena. So now they have to kill me with a different means. They probably have it, but I guess I'll wait and see. I think they had a Casualties of War earlier and decided not to cast it. Alright, literally anything kills me. That's lame. Oh well. I feel like that's a really, really, really good matchup too. Maybe casting Angrath that 1 turn would have been better. They can't just kill it. Phyrexian Obliterator, God forbid, cannot, for the life of it, make my opponent sacrifice a permanent. In fact, every single time I have cast, or even had Phyrexian Obliterator in hand, I'm pretty sure I've lost. Something about this card just does not like me. I own 3 on paper, too. It is, when it is good, usually just a 5/5 unblockable, because your opponent won't really block it. But I'd like to see even that. I've swung with it a couple times, but again, it's just basically a 5/5 unblockable. Ah, man, I just want it to work, please. Funny, if you look at the art, like on the sides as it wobbles, you can like see the art mirror flip right there on the left and right. Like it's just the same card again, just flipped over. Because it doesn't like extend out farther than that. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, It was a fun deck. I liked it. I definitely think in the second half I did make the deck better than the first half, because if we look at all the games that I won, if my deck was this very slow black red mid range Super Friends thing, I probably wouldn't win any of those games. Whereas this sort of gave us a fighting chance. But at that point, you might be better off just playing Judith as your commander, dropping even more of the top end and putting more lower end creatures if you really want to kill your opponent faster. You can even put Kroxa in your deck. Just so some games you have him. Midnight Reaper as well. Midnight Reaper being extremely effective. The more creatures in your deck basically forces your opponents to deal with it first. If they have a sweeper, you feel fine because you just replaced your entire board that just died. You can probably get away with Feel the Dead as well because the zombie tokens are very good with the Judith deck. Yeah, I don't know. I want to try Chromium next, and there's a couple other commanders I want to try. Probably, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow trying a new deck for sure. But yeah, tell me what you think about it. Thanks for watching, guys. So, I don't know. I don't think I like Kroxa, or at least this iteration of it. There might be a discard spell version where you're just trying to bother your opponent. You get back Kroxa a little bit faster because your graveyard is full of discard spells, so that you just pull him out pretty early and then try to win the game that way. But from my experience, making your opponent discard cards is great and all, but if you're not closing the game out, it is a 100-card singleton format. They're going to top deck out of it eventually. Unless you're really closing the game out, they're probably going to top deck out of it. You can make their commanders worse because they have no cards to like synergize with it, so it's just kind of sitting there. But a Tatyova, what are you going to do? You're going to make them discard a bunch of stuff? They have lands. They play the land. Tatyova draws them card. It really didn't get anywhere. And then even their dead cards, like ramp spells later, are good because Tatyova just makes them draw cards, and you're kind of back to square one. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.